Once again, we are taking off going to Athens, Georgia. Just now waiting on our passengers to arrive. About an hour and 15-minute flight. Going to be down there most of the afternoon, I think until 7, and coming back. Got some paperwork done this morning, first of the month. I have to turn in all my billing the first of the month so we can get paid. Even though we love to fly, but we still need to get paid for it so we can pay the bills. And so stay tuned, and we'll be right back as we take you on a little adventure to Athens, Georgia today. Okay, aviators, we have just been cleared for takeoff on runway 4 out of Fayetteville. Throttling up my throttle to MCP, which is max control position for the throttle on the NGX, and you'll see that on the torque, that MCP, as you throttle up. Looking for 85 on takeoff here, and once I see 85 I am rotating, but I'm still keeping an eye on my instruments. I want to make sure everything is in the green. Very critical here on takeoff. No more runway is in sight, and my gear is now coming up. Still in no rush to turn the autopilot on because I want to have a feel for the airplane just in case something goes wrong. Gear is coming up, looking for 3 green on my gear, flaps up to 0, then turning the yaw dampener on, and we're off. Hope you enjoyed that takeoff out of Fayetteville, and we're on our way to Athens, Georgia. Just leveled off at 16,000 feet, and it's a beautiful day to fly. Weather's much better today than it was yesterday when I was flying. Passengers are on their way to see the Georgia Bulldog football team in practice. That's kind of awesome for them. I'm not a big sports fan, although I do like sports. So we're on our way to see the players at their training camp and see their practice facility. From what I understand, Georgia football team is an awesome football team, and even has been the past champions. Georgia Bulldogs also had the potential for this upcoming year of 2025 and into the 2026 year of being another national champion. We will continue our cruise here at 16,000 feet, and we'll soon be starting our descent down into Athens, Georgia. We are out of 8,000 for 3,000, starting our descent into Athens, Georgia, about 20 miles out. 5 minutes away from landing, and we need to be here at 2:45, and we are at 2:32. It's going to be right on our time of them needing to be here.
Tango back, altimeter 3003, and I show you going to Tango Victory, India via Takeoff. Is that correct?
Hopefully we'll make up a minute or two here in the descent.
Thank you.
Get to the airport. And
9600 Romeo traffic, 10 o'clock, 4
we're going to run it right to the end of the red line here, so we can keep the speed up. It's smooth, so I can kind of keep the speed in it and keep it running in the red line in the descent. Not crossing that V&E, obviously. And of course, trying to pick up a minute or two here in descent because it's smooth. Now, if it was bumpy, I'm surprised that it is not bumpy here in descent here in Georgia. So, must be kind of cool. It's not hot. Normally, you know, as the air warms up in the end of spring into summer, you're going to get some bumpy weather down low. It's just air just heats up on the ground, rises, it cools, then it drops back down. It's up and down, so that's what you kind of run into, those thermals.
3337 Mike, line approach, altimeter 3003.
Which makes it for not a good smooth
Thanks, we're not here,
approach.
Now flighting 18.
Airplane's not going to go anywhere, that is for sure. I heard one engineer would say one time that worked on airplanes, they said we would come apart before the airplane comes apart. Of course, he was probably exaggerating that just a little bit, but because we do have some speed on, I am actually almost having to throttle back to idle just to slow this plane down to get the gear down. And still then, if it's still, sometimes they still don't want to slow down. They have to kind of raise the nose up just a little bit to bleed off some of the air. They're below 180 and gear is coming down. Once my gear comes down, then it creates a tremendous amount of drag, which continues to slow the airplane down. And I'm already below 168 for my flaps, 15 degrees of flaps coming in. Well, I got 2 birds here soaring around. That's right, you boys stay high.
That's right. There you go. Don't come this way. All right. They just passed off to my left, maybe 20 feet above me here. We're at 100. I'm maintaining 100 on the airspeed. My yaw dampener is away. I'll go ahead and trim my nose straight up into the green and just use my rudder to keep my triangle square.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Was not a good landing, son of a gun. I was trying to make it good for
Tower
him.
70 Foxtrot, turn right Alpha 3, taxi 2 to ramp via Alpha Charlie.
Alpha 3, Alpha Charlie, 237 Foxtrot. I was trying to give them a good landing for these guys' first flight with me, and I bounced it. Son of a gun. I've been known for my good landings, and I just bounced it. Like a student trying to learn to land. Before he can even solo. Anyway, we're going to go pull up here to park, and we're going to get these guys out on the road here, and we'll decide what we're going to do for the rest of the day.
And we are at the pilot lounge at the Athens Airport in Georgia. Got some nice leathery cushion seats. Snooze room. I do have a shower here, and you guys stopping in Athens and need to take a shower, which I could come back in here and take a shower if I went and worked out. All you fellow aviators, I know during the football season, this is the Georgia Bulldogs. They are a very popular team, very good. So I know they get real busy doing home games here. I've been here doing home games, and the whole ramp is just filled with airplanes and jets, folks coming in to watch the game. So I can imagine doing a Saturday afternoon, this place is probably pretty packed. In the football games, which this is out of season. I don't know how they're doing on basketball or baseball, but it's about 3:15, and my passengers actually want me to come and eat dinner with them at a steakhouse, which they didn't have to ask me twice to come eat steak. So inside the FBO at Athens Airport. Got the crew car, and I am on my way to get some dinner with my passengers. We are eating at the Porterhouse Grill in downtown Athens. Guy just told me they got the best steaks in town, and I love a good steak. So we are driving. Usually pilots can get crew cars. Most airports, FBOs at general aviation airports, have crew cars for the pilots to go and get lunch and breakfast and dinner and stuff like that. Normally you can take them out for like 2 hours, which is about all you need to get something to eat and just come on back. So I've got the crew car, and I'm going to meet my folks at the steakhouse, and I don't know if I get any videos with them or not, but I'll try to take some pictures of that steak, and I'll give you a review on the Porterhouse Grill. and it should be good. Stay tuned because we'll be right back. All right, it's what you've been waiting for. Porterhouse Grill. Let's go in and see what it's like. Where am I sitting? Yes. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Of course. Here, so we'll be with you in just 1 second.
All right. Alrighty, we're here to eat. We'll check back in.
Everything great.
Piedmont 5851, contact Jacksonville Center 124.7.
We are at 17,000 feet on our way from Athens, Georgia to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
You're 40 minutes away from our destination if anybody's asking, so
right.
Nobody asks.
My co-pilot tonight is Barrington.
My head pilot is Quinn. What's your last name?
Bush Street 5318, contact
Barrington and Quinn.
And we are just cruising along, still at 17,000 feet, and off to our left here you can see the city of Charlotte that is lit up here in the night. Soon starting our descent down into Fayetteville, and still showing Mr. Barrington the avionics of the Pilatus NGX. Very smart guy, picked up on everything pretty quick, and was actually doing a few things for me on our descent into Fayetteville for tonight. Hey, we made it back to Fayetteville from Athens, Georgia. Didn't get a lot of footage on the flight. Had the boss's son. He's 11 years old, riding up front with me, and I was showing him some stuff, which might have been a good training video, but impressive how he picked up on stuff. I mean, youngsters today can pick up on electronics so fast. He was doing stuff that probably would have took me a day or two just to figure out. He figured out in 30-minute flights, but we're now back here in Fayetteville, getting ready to head home. Not flying tomorrow. Our flight to Dallas got canceled, and but we'll be going to West Palm on. We're going to West Palm on Thursday, so we'll take you along on that adventure going to West Palm to pick up another one of my boss then. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned in, and because we'll be right back.